Whatever you want.
Literally. Okay, so chopping it up with Chapis. Back. And this is gonna be like the little intro. I'm still trying to align it with life because I'm also a mother, content creator, a woman of many hats. So of course it's better to align it with everything instead of just being like full committed. I need to see if it goes. I mean, and it does and it will. I just gotta make it make sense. My Capricorn brain. Make it make sense, yeah. So today was actually freaking, I was gonna say pretty and freaking at the same time. It was so weird. It was so weird. So like ever since we moved in, I live in a small town outside of Cedar Rapids. I just tell everybody my town's too small, you can probably spot me. And I ain't about that, dropping my location. So
privacy,
I live in a really small
protection.
town, and I just say I live in the country pretty much. Pretty much.
You do.
It's like in the middle of nowhere. Yeah.
But it's like enough of somewhere.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
And so like we've been having issues with the neighbors for the longest. We're like the only Hispanic freaking family that lives there. So we already knew like off the bat that we were gonna have to be careful, but actually to live it, it's wild. I figured it out.
We're live.
So now we're just going live.
You're on live?
No, right there. I don't have the iPad.
Oh. Need an SD card too. Then you can record
Yeah, I'm
it.
gonna need an SD card. I
We're
was
just
thinking
listening
that.
to ourselves talk.
Practicing.
Mess with any of the voice changers?
No, I just have like the volume.
That shit's so
What are you trying
fun.
to say?
That's so fun.
What are you trying to say?
The voice
Change our
changers?
voices?
Yeah.
Tell the robots.
You said yeah. Ooh, I like that one. Bleeping everybody's bad words. What'd you say, babe?
You can believe yourself because you don't even cuss.
That's true.
You can just fill it in for when you decide that
I'm just like randomly pushing it when it sounds like a curse word's gonna happen.
Right. That's true. That's true.
I love it. Anticipation.
Okay, shout out to Jay Hill.
Jay Hill.
Is there a button for that? Somewhere. Where did he press? Oh, there it is. Nope. Oh,
I feel like I
applause.
can hear myself chewing gum.
Yeah. I can't hear it. Oh, yeah, I can hear it now. So, back to the story before we got rudely interrupted.
With some really awesome stuff. But like,
True. So, yeah, like, I think it's going to be our 4th year living in the house. And we own the house. Shout out to my husband's mom that passed away. She left us a house, you know. So, like, we used it for what she wanted it. So, yeah, like when we first moved in, people were complaining about the dogs just being pit bulls, and so like we would get complaints about that. And then luckily the city had changed the ordinance because they were like it shouldn't be by breed, it should be by like viciousness attempt. Because my dogs, they're pit bulls, but they're sweethearts.
they are. Baby.
They're just like teddy bears.
Mm-hmm.
And so then luckily we got that off, like, and so there wasn't much. But then my kids are freaking, I wouldn't say I'm a free range parent at all whatsoever, but I let them play. You know, I let them
They have
be
the
kids.
space and room to do that out there safely.
And we have like a lot of trees too, so they could like be chill and like live in the nature. And you know, we're all about abundance and like uplifting enlightenment, so might as well let them be kids and like experience what it is to be a kid instead of on tablets and stuff. And we balance that out. They got their tablets, they got their phone time, they got their TV time, but at the end of the day they rather be outside.
Right.
And they don't like that all the time. You know, the neighbors didn't like that. And it's like, why don't you like that if you didn't have these technologies and you're back in your day, but now you're getting mad when you see other kids doing it, but you were probably out there being worse. Remember, you were probably out in the cornfields all day and didn't come back until dinner time. Like, but my kids come in and out. They can come in whenever they want. I'd be like, hey, food's ready. They all come inside.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I love that experience for them. So then they're mad about the yard being a mess. They're mad about literally anything.
It's not a mess. It's like toys that
It's
they play
just
with and they
toys.
regularly they use their
I mean,
toys.
sometimes there is trash too, and we get on them about it. But like, that's what it is. They're using it. What is it called? It's lived in.
Mm-hmm.
It's lived in, and that's how you know these kids are experiencing what it is to be a kid. No other kids on the block be outside now, and they like one of our neighbors we're really cool with, and their kids are always my kids, and I love it because they're like gaining that bond and like you know, playing. And
Neighborhood
then
camaraderie.
the other kid, he doesn't go to school. He's homeschooled. So it's good for him to be able to interact with my kids and stuff. And then I got only one girl, and they're all boys. It's teaching her how to be tough.
Yeah.
Like, girl, buck up. Because even if you cry and stuff, we're gonna be harder on you. You gotta buck up too. And she does. And she does. So it's just that. So just over the years, it's always been something over and over and over. And today I just lost it. I couldn't contain it anymore because a girl tried to talk crap to me in front of the cop too. And I was like, I'm glad she did it in front of the cop though, because now you've seen what we're enduring for the last few years. It's not just us thinking whatever. I hate playing the racist card. I hate playing that. I like to see everything factual of what is to play. But at the end of the day, if you just always find something, what else is it? Like, I don't do nothing to you. And that's what hurt. Like, on the way to the studio, I literally, hey, Dimitri, come over here. What you doing? If you're not recording, come here.
All right.
Freaking. And I was literally, because sometimes, not that I forget that I'm brown, but I forget that people could treat me some type of way because I'm brown. Mm-hmm. And that's what hurts. And so I was crying because I feel like I'm such a good-hearted person.
You are.
So why would you treat me otherwise just because of what I look like?
I've learned that this last couple years. Like, it's strange because the healthier I get, the more my complexion does allow me to become darker during the summer and stuff. Mm-hmm. And this last couple years,
I'll say, yeah, because you're tan. You're tan. I was like tan and white. Yeah. You're tan, and you do get brown. And everybody always asks if she's mixed, and she is. It's just that she doesn't know what it is, because sometimes you just don't know you need to do the Ancestry.com.
It's just that native comes out strong in my genetics, but it's just one of those things. Like, I've been presented with scenarios recently, even where somebody was treating me different or being prejudiced towards me because they thought I was this, that, and another, and I was just like, I mean, think what you want to think. It did definitely give me some perspective, because I don't know that I've ever encountered. If I did, I was naive that it was even happening.
Yeah, that's how I usually was. That's how I usually was. I'm like, I don't think I've actually had someone directly be like racist to me, like with racial slurs. So I haven't endured it, but at the same time,
they'll just treat you different.
Exactly.
They'll just be ruder or grumpier or just like.
And it's so sad because, like I said,
their manners go out the window when they're trying to be racist or prejudiced. It's like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, like I actually started laughing.
What's wrong with you? Like,
Except just today, it was just like, so we're just so used to the cops at this point, and they're used to us. Like, they don't even tell us nothing bad. They just be like, I'm sorry, I just have to come in and let you know. And just that I told you. And then it was just the fact that the lady came in her freaking go-kart and she was like, can you put your dogs on the leash? And I was like, I am putting them on the leash. The cop got in front of both of us and was like, hey. And I was like, but I wasn't being messy. I was just like, I do put them on the leash. Like, bro, I have kids. Even the other neighbors were like...
They just automatically assume when they see a brown-skinned person that if they become aggressive, or I should say assertive, that it equals aggression immediately.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, where do you think that stigma comes from, though? If people were aggressive, it's because they have fight or flight, because they've been enduring trauma for how many years?
Because we've been oppressed. And especially, like, my people are still oppressed. Like, working freaking construction jobs under the table to feed their families. Like, there's just a lot. I mean, like, people of color, we're still oppressed in many different ways. And it's just like... And they think... I don't know. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. And to think that, like, people could be like that and actually just live it is so hard. Like, and I just literally came to the studio, and I love coming to the studio. I was just like, see, this is what I'm about. Like, no matter what, I know what I'm about, and I know who I'm about. And that sounds like a personal problem that you're trying to project on me because you don't like where you at in your life, so you got to look at somebody else and depict every little thing out of them. Mm-hmm. And it's like, oh, but the strongest thing that you have against me is that I'm brown.
Yeah, literally.
It's like, baby, but we make good food. Like, if you were just to give me a chance, baby, you would be eating right. Sure, be making plates for them and everything. Like,
what's the point of proving yourself, though? Let them be in there and let them lose out.
Not saying that I would want to prove myself. It's just a thought in my head. It's like, you're missing out just with the ideology that you have. You're missing out on like really good dope connections. And just food is just on top of it because I love being Mexican because we make really good food.
Feed me.
Hello, Aurora Enriquez. Aurora.
Oh, hey, Aurora.
Yeah, Enriquez.
Hey.
But yeah.
We gotta talk about spiritually empowering, like, woo! I mean, knowledge up both. You would love to have a conversation with her.
Dope. And see, that's what this podcast is going to be about. Because, like, me and Kelly were always talking about, and me and my family, too, me and my mom and my sisters, what was the word we said the other day? It wasn't over analyzing, but it was like, because I was saying, like, finding the root to everything. Because, like, if we talk about people, we don't talk about them just talking trash. We're just like, hey, did you catch that?
Like analyzing the patterns.
And then we analyze them and
because
understand.
Because once you analyze and understand the patterns, then you can break the pattern.
Yeah, that's literally what we do.
It's just like solution-based conversation. Like, you have to talk about the root cause of what the issue is in order to find the solution. So it's like if you get stuck on the root issue, then yeah, you're venting or you're talking shit or whatever it is. But if you're coming to a conclusion at the end of it, and you're like, yo, okay, this is A, B, and C issue, and this is the D, E, and F way out of it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we focus on.
True, and if the D, E, F, whatever don't make sense, we're gonna make it all the way to Z till we find the conclusion.
Exactly.
Like
make it make sense. So
we're very, what is it called? Problem solving type of people. So if we're talking about something, it's not just it's not just to talk about people. But like what I always say, I'm like, I don't speak trash. I speak facts.
Like people are who they present, right? So psychology is your brain and the science of the brain and the all the factors that go into what your brain creates. What are you projecting forward? What is the communication tactics that you use that make you who you are? You know what I'm saying? Talk about who you are, but at the same time when you're talking about who you are,
because a lot of us
you're
aren't
telling about who you are.
self-aware.
Yeah, no, a lot of people are not.
So a lot of times they're just seeing their perspective of who they want to be, but you're not realizing you're not reflecting that back. And that's a lot of the things we talk about, because we could be like venting, but usually our venting is always about like wanting to find a solution or like, hey, give me your perspective of this, because right now I'm just thinking in my emotions. I'm not thinking straight because I'm triggered. I'm so triggered right now, so I need someone to help me. But that's part of the that's
like pointing out the pattern. Is okay, I'm triggered. Okay, work backwards from that. Why am I triggered? Why does this trigger me? Okay, how do I get it from triggering me to not triggering me to working for me? Okay, now I can anticipate that this trigger's coming. I can mentally prepare for the next steps of how to calm my nervous system, knowing that this trigger's coming. I can prepare my breath work. I can prepare. I could even leave the area of vicinity knowing the trigger's coming. Like, avoidance isn't key, but knowing that the trigger's coming and just being able to mentally prepare, it'll make things so smooth.
It's so healing, and I think I've healed like through one of my biggest traumatic things just like within the last year. I would say within the last year, and I feel so much better with having to do that,
releasing that,
and going to Kelly, going to Just Bree, going to Tone, and like the people that are in my circle, which are luckily the people I work with. Like that's freaking bomb as hell.
So try, baby.
Yes, like it's so dope, because not only are we like helping each other heal stuff, with healing we're making freaking like artistry, like
creative design.
Like, it's so beautiful. Hey, Bree from Trap,
Bree,
Cassie and Brian. We're gonna get you, Brian. Ooh, I'm gonna get you. Like I have so many people.
Brian Hugh?
Yes.
I just talked to Brenda about him today, because she was like, we need to go do karaoke. I was like, me, you, and Chapis, we gotta go see Brian. We gotta sing him.
Because like Brian's the vibe. Like I think I could only go to karaoke if Brian is like the DJ, because I don't think I would be comfortable with anybody else. Not that I've ever tried either, but I think I just don't want to try anybody else. Like, she's love you,
one loyal
love
ass
you.
Person.
Literally,
like once she finds what she likes, she sticks with
that
it.
That is so true. And I
like buffets.
I remember when I was first like finding like you guys, right? I was like, whoa, I love them so much. But then I was also intertwining with other people around me, and I was like, how do I balance this? But the universe, man,
it's just like push everybody else away.
warding things off, and I'm like, see, this is where it's at. This is where it's at. Like these are my people, because like we literally are a part of each other. Like we're each other in different forms. So like whenever we're without each other, it's like crazy. Like we could do what we all do at once when needed. It's super dope. Oh, that was like.
Guess what baby says?
Dope. Bye. It just says dope. Yeah. Oh my gosh, so I need to hear her.
She was like sitting there.
Shout out to Brenda.
Brenda, we love you. I know, right? Do it. Yeah, baby, we were sitting there playing with her. Was that this morning? And she was like, I don't remember what I said to Brenda, but one of us said dope to the other. It's probably dude, that's my favorite word. But she's like, oh,
so cute. And I remember the first time I met her, I'm like, she smells like a Mexican baby.
She smells so good.
Jafra, like my middle name actually comes from a perfume that my grandma used to sell. Jafra. My middle name is Jande. But I like to say it Jande. Like it's just like Jande. I was like, Mom, why didn't you name me that? Why'd you name me by my first name that I don't disclose? But if you go into the IMAs and you see our sponsor package, you might see it. You might see it. Because that's a professional thing, you know. So for obviously professional wise, I'm gonna hold myself to my real name. I actually heard someone. Where was I at? Oh, I was at WIC. And is that what it's for?
Yeah.
Okay. And I told her my real name, right?
Shout out to
WIC. She knew how to spell it because my name is spelled differently. Right. That was what are they gonna give us?
Milk, baby. I need almond milk.
Breast.
Silk, please. Almond breeze is alright though.
No, they don't do almond milk. They do just soy milk.
I was joking.
We get
They're
soy
not
milk.
going.
Yeah.
It has flavor. You can't have it.
Which one? Soy milk? But it doesn't have flavor.
That's just how WIC is. Like if it has flavor, they're like, no, absolutely not.
Nice because it's like not like it doesn't have dyes.
Right. Well, it
And
wouldn't with
additive
flavor.
stuff. Yeah.
Vanilla.
Yeah, but I mean like even the juices though. They have it like, you know, like the healthier juices.
Juice.
Yeah. And
Shout out to
I don't think those have. They gotta sponsor us because we don't drink.
That's our new thing.
Hey, it's Bea. We were just talking about you on the last one.
Hey, girl.
About how you were on the radio one
You
one
just look so
time.
natural with the mic. It's like,
For real, I'm telling you, my mom trained us well. Like we were her little spokesmen. Yeah, little spokesmen.
Spokeswomen.
Little kids.
Spokespeople.
Kids. And we were her little salesmen.
Somebody's
Literally.
Party. Hey.
That's Bea's heart.
Hey, Bea.
And like, I use that a lot when my mom taught us. Like, that's why I like be acting like I'm not shy, because my mom used to be like, "Go over there and go
You're
talk to
not
her."
shy.
Yeah, but someone's saying that I'm shy.
You're shy when it's like
different.
pressure.
It's different.
Like when it's pointed pressure, when it's
Yeah.
like, ooh, on Chapis, when it's like vocal, and it's just because of the confidence.
It's more just
once
like
you're
singing.
confident,
It's more like my
it's
singing.
a rap.
Yeah.
Because you have a beautiful voice, you have a beautiful
And it's too
personality.
like I gotta know my place. Like I'm not gonna get out of my place to. It's just weird, you know what I mean?
Your place. You are the queen.
No. Like I mean, like your place, as in like if I don't feel like cool to it,
Yeah,
I'm not gonna
facts.
go out of my
Yeah.
place where I'm already like
feel that.
my vibe, my situation.
Because I'm the same way. So it's like if I'm pulled to do the creative work, then I'm going to do it.
Ooh, let's tell them about our experience with El Hida.
Should we?
Yeah, because I think it's like a really good, like, in no way do we feel entitled or whatever. In no way do we feel entitled. In no way do we feel like stuck up or nothing. It just happened.
That happened literally anytime I've interacted with somebody who
Was
has
big.
a name.
Like,
I'm like,
he's a
I
bigger
don't, because I
underground.
don't know who anybody is. I'm literally, I am like Captain Oblivious.
So she
to
doesn't
people.
do it like on
Don't do it on
purpose
purpose.
whatsoever. If
So
anything,
if you
I
came to the
tell her who they
IMAs
are.
last year and you were an artist, you came in and I didn't know who you were, it was nothing personal.
She sees the energy like a bubble rather than just like your details in your face or
Like
whatever.
you have to actually like get my full attention,
like an actual conversation.
full on face to face. Like,
Yeah.
because even social media, like you could have had probably a few conversations with me and I still don't know.
Yeah,
who you are.
that's true.
And again, it's nothing personal. My
Yeah, it's
ADHD does
nothing.
not let me focus on
Yeah.
retain faces.
And see, I was like that before, but I've been really practicing on it. And
it helps with your content.
And it helps with my content. Like when I'm editing, it starts getting imprinted. Like what they say about how to remember a name, you got to say it like 3 times, 5 times, and like add something to remind yourself of the name. Like something has to be anchored to it in order to remember the name. So I've been practicing that, and I've been doing better.
Nice.
But don't.
I've been practicing on the kids that I work with, like, cause
that's why I gave Bumblebee her name.
This is so wild. So, a specific race of people all look alike to me, which is white people, which is odd.
Yeah. But
unless you really made an impression on me, I have a really hard time remembering the name. Hey. So, it's like one of those things, like, you gotta actually talk to me.
Yeah.
Like, you can't be like, oh, this is so-and-so, and
it's like,
hey, how you doing? And then you go do your own thing.
Yeah.
Because I won't remember who you just introduced me to.
That too. I've been seeing that. But a lot of people on our team is like that. But not only because of like energy and stuff, but we meet so much people.
We meet a lot of
we
people.
Meet so
between our
much
day
people,
jobs
like,
and our
like it has to come very consistent.
Extracurricular activities to the night job to the brands to the oh my gosh, entrepreneuring and networking.
And it's such a it's like a blessing but a curse because we like feel bad.
All y'all.
And we feel bad like when we interact and it's like, dude, like I can't remember
just
you
remind
and
us.
no, like
just be considerate and remind us.
And in no way
am I
trying to be
on who we're talking to. Chapis is lucky I remember her.
Right, like what's your name again? Who are you? But so what happened
with
Alhida?
Circle glasses, I wouldn't remember who.
That's true, huh? Like it has to be like very prominent, stand out. I'm gonna wear my.
If you weren't wearing your dimples, I wouldn't know who you are. I have nothing memorable about me. Everybody forgets me every time.
Not even. Not even. So what happened with Alhida, right? So we left like where our people were at to go sit down, and we were at the corner, and then we see this big group of people coming to sit down, and we were just looking because they were like moving chairs and stuff.
I was mean mugging. Let's be real.
You were mean mugging? I wasn't. I was just trying to
blocking me into the corner of a place that I already didn't feel safe. So don't do that, and then don't communicate with me about it. Like, the one guy at least was considerate and made, like, a little path aisle for us to get out. But then when he showed up, he blocked our whole thing and then looked at us like, what?
And then he was like, hey, ladies, how you doing? And we're like, we're good. But you also got to realize how many dudes, and not even, like, on a cocky level, like, how many dudes do that. So, of course, we're going to give them the same energy. And then I was like, wait a second, because the girls started coming to take pictures. I went on my phone and started scrolling.
She went to Instagram. She's like, I think that's so-and-so.
Dude.
I was like, who?
And I was like, the dude that's performing tonight that they're opening for. And then we both looked at him like, yeah, that's him. And I was like, oh. You got enough attention. You don't need ours.
You don't need ours.
We could work. We could work, but like.
Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah. And he was all touching on that girl's booty like, yeah, you're not gonna get that from us. You're not. Like, I don't care who you are. Literally, you could be freaking Jay-Z. You could be freaking the president of the United States.
You could not.
You know?
No, you could not.
No, I'm saying like you could be that person and still not get to like touch me like that. You know? Like that's what I'm saying. Like you.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter who you are.
How?
Doesn't matter who you are. It literally, like, I demand the same respect regardless of your rank and whatever you do.
Keep it up in the middle of my back and we're dudes.
Yeah, like as a hug. Or like a picture.
Like you're taking a picture.
Yeah, like a picture.
Up in the middle of my back between my shoulder blades.
I shouldn't start feeling your fingers touching my crack or something. I mean, like if they try to go down, you know?
Bro, if you get to the middle of the small of my back, we gotta have cracks. I'll turn out crack your ass. What you doing?
Yeah, and that happened to me too when I went to Rockford to see Sada Baby. This whole time I was right next to him while people were taking pictures. He was behind me, and I didn't even. And then, like I said, I'm not even meaning cocky, but it's like your energy isn't
everybody that's around us. Like introduce yourself like a normal human being.
Yeah.
All right. Otherwise, keep it moving. What's worse?
Yeah, it's gonna be okay. You won't remember me anyway, so we're good. But you're gonna interact. I mean, like
you got big energy. Everybody remembers you.
All you gotta do is your choppy slave. And he kept looking at us. Alhida kept looking at us. because we weren't giving him that attention. And that's literally what it is. It's like these people are so used to being like chased.
Ain't that?
Like, we out here doing the same thing. We be in the booth too. The only thing is you got numbers. My music's not released yet. Both of ours.
We're still new to what we do, but at the same time, like, regardless.
Like, we still hold ourselves high. Irregardless? And regardless. Irregardless. Was now it is. You heard it here.
Was it now it
You heard it here.
Was it now it is? What's that saying?
MadiBlocBay texted.
Uh-oh.
They want us in there, probably. Hold on,
Pause times 2.
You're doing a podcast? Because me probably told them. See, we hold like mass studio sessions, and that's what I love about the sound box. For real, there's so much.
You're not gonna text it back.
I was gonna tell him I'm here.
Oh.
I'll text him back on my phone.
Okay.
But we're using Kelly's phone for live.
Girl, if I sit like this, I ain't even in the shot. I'm Jim.
We're potting. We're potting. That's what I said him. Oh my gosh, and I love all the connections that, no, we're supposed to be chill. We're supposed to be kicking it. As long as it's clean, I feel like.
My shoes are very clean. Look.
There's going to be a video coming out. I hope you're going to be in the skit, because I'm getting people to do a skit for video or for studio etiquette. Because,
well, I need to learn from it, because I could get yelled at every time I come here.
Yeah? About what? So we could do what not to do with you. No, but
I giggle a lot.
It depends. Like, okay, so like if you're in the bridge and whoever's engineering and recording needs to hear something, that's when we have to turn our voices off, because as an editor myself, it'd be hard to like narrow what I'm supposed to hear and what is supposed to be what's background noise. So that we could like just pause the conversation and continue. But most of the time, there's other rooms that you can like giggy gaggle or whatever. Giggity gaggle?
Giggle.
No, but there's like another word like giggy gaggling or something like that. I don't know. Giggity giggity again. What is it? Oh, what is a Family Guy? Giggity giggity.
Would you grab the mic?
So this is the podcast where it's gonna be like, I want it like raw, unless you specifically say like, hey, I got a little too personal, I don't want that part in there. Totally freaking respect. And then we could literally like let the people go over it, depending on what's said. Like if you already know that you don't want that in there, then they can. You already know. I ain't have to state my name. You already know. You already know. Oh. How did I do it? I freaking love that.
You see his face when he does it too? It's like, you've been doing that for a while.
Like, ooh. Don't want to mess with him. I'm telling you. And you don't want to mess with him. You don't want to mess with him, and you don't want to mess with him.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
And we are his, so.
No, you don't. Believe me, for real. Because some people are only going to be cool with you if they know, like, your heart, right? And then they're going to freaking take you. And you're theirs.
I just love you.
Yeah. And it's like, and anybody else, if they hurt their, like, who you love, that's how we are, too, with our team. Mm-hmm. You hurt who I love and our, like, you know, our close ones. Bro. No. No. We don't play. And you see, with me, I'm not confrontational.
We don't talk about it.
Yes, that literally right there. Like, I'm just gonna move over here, and you could keep doing what you're doing, because I'm not gonna be a part of that, because I have my energy elsewhere, and I need to preserve my energy, or else I'm so empathetic, I will freaking fall into whatever, but not in the way that you're doing it. I'll get hurt like that. So I'm just gonna move over here, and we're gonna keep it moving, keep it stepping, because we got other things to do.
Uh-oh.
Oh shoot!
What?
Come in for intermission. Pause.
Pause.
They said, y'all lucky I should come crash the party, but we're working on your set right now.
Not bad.
So in this podcast, we're not name dropping people. If you want to come to this podcast and look for drama, you ain't gonna find it.
I'll find it with your mama.
Go find it with your mama. Go find it with your baby mama. Shoot, baby mamas be something else.
Speaking of,
Baby
we're
mamas.
not name dropping. What the hell was that? Anyway,
Yeah.
change the subject. Because
Yeah,
you get
no.
no energy.
Literally, and it's like, bro, how about you just keep that over there? I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing, and because that's all we could change. That's all we could control.
Me,
It's
myself,
all we're
and I.
doing, and we're doing freaking great at it, bro. Like
I'm a
we're mamas
motherfucking
to
monk.
other kids too.
Okay.
A month. I say I'm a
Motherfucking
prophet. I say I'm a
love
freaking
that.
prophet. Sometimes words be coming out, and I don't know how it comes out. Like I just like,
You have the gift of the knowing.
yeah, like what?
The gift of the knowing.
Gift of the knowing. Yeah, my mom always said that since I was a kid. She's like, I just knew. Like in Spanish, you call it a don, which is a
don.
gift.
A
It's
don.
D-O-N.
A don.
Yeah, be like, tú
It's a
tienes,
don.
tú tienes ese don. Like you have that gift.
What?
Tú tienes, so like you
Tú
have.
tienes.
Have it, tienes.
Tú
Ese
tienes.
is like
A
that.
don.
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 I don't know why the G.
I know, right? It's because you probably hear it.
Don.
Because it's like not your
Don.
average like language. Alright. Alright.
Wait, what happened?
They're gonna come whenever they have intermission. I was like, better crash the
Big
party.
yo ass.
And see,
Big
this is
yo
the place to
ass.
crash the party because it's like, this is what I've always said. Like, even with my videos, I've always just spoke on whatever needed to be spoken on, and whatever just comes out, and that's what's needed for whoever needs to hear it in that moment. And that's what's gonna happen. What? Oh! See, I'd be oblivious to things sometimes.
But you're.
Because I'm thinking about something else or other things like the other day. Wait, which part are you thinking? We were talking about Red Wings, that one? I was gonna say,
No. You're like, I don't believe it. What did you just say?
yeah, like I don't be really paying attention because I'll be thinking about other things, so I let it slide. That?
Yeah. But see, like, I do the opposite where I'm like already in another train of thought and like I'll come back and whatever you're saying is a pause moment. And then I just come back and I start. And then I come in and I pause because I just start laughing.
Oh my gosh, that literally
saying.
just happened. We were having a conversation in the bridge, and then they were over here talking about something else, and we both looked like, wait, what? Why did we just like attend to that at that moment? And we just listened, like, you guys.
I was like,
are
we should
hilarious.
exit back out of this conversation because we didn't even need the intro.
Yeah, like, why did that happen? We could have still been talking, but we did, but it just like, it was like the squirrel moment.
It was.
It was
We
like
both were
squirrel.
like, wait, what?
Squirrel. What was that?
I'm
Yeah.
heart nice now.
It doesn't say. So, it's probably somebody who's scrolling. Because if it doesn't have the little bubble of like their
It did
profile.
just say it. It did just have it. And then it
Oh, I
disappeared
didn't
into a
see
heart.
it. Oh, Baya's on again.
Do it again.
Do it again.
Do it again.
Do it again. Do it again.
Let me see if you're a
Literally,
good listener.
Just
Do it
what
again.
I was thinking about the experience I just had before I came here. Like,
Hey.
it needs to happen. Hey, we got MadiBlock in the building. See, the live's right there. Say what's good. You gotta get in the. You gotta get in the
It's
headshot.
all the way over here.
What up?
I love it.
You're so
What up,
clear. You must do this professionally or something.
For real. Oh my gosh. Oh, but this is like.
The arms in the way.
There you go.
Hey, what up with y'all though? What's going on?
Oh my gosh. Oh, here, I got him.
What y'all over here talking about?
What were we just talking about? It was a long pause.
Yeah, so that's what we're talking about. We're talking about
I see the thing at the song about pauses.
It's a T1 thing. It's a T1 thing because we've all gotten so comfortable with each other. It's like the pause is like not even necessary, but we just say it to be like laughing.
Yeah.
To like catch each other, like call each other out, and
it's almost like that's what she said, but better.
Yeah. So it's like if you miss the pause, we got you. Like you need to say it quick. You
we
need
gotta
to catch
get used to
yourself.
that. That's we ain't used to that.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Not
You know,
yet.
see, this
Not
is like that's what
yesterday. Meech was helping Tone with the equipment. And, No, the day before yesterday. And they was trying to get the speaker off the pole. Tone like, grab that pole, pause.
Pull it out.
Pull it out, pause. Lift it up and we'll pull it down out of there, pause. Meech was like, man, it's too many pauses, man.
literally.
If I listen to every pause that you say, I'm not gonna move
I'm
again.
not gonna move it.
I'm not gonna speak or move again.
This stuff, man. But we were talking about how we were kind of not afraid, but we didn't want anybody else to like become T1 because we're so tiny and we all vibe each other so well, like so freaking connect so perfectly.
Didn't want to throw off the vibe.
Yeah, I didn't want to throw off the vibe, but you guys just fell in.
But
Like,
you know what?
so
Natural.
perfect.
We first, we ain't got no we don't have no natural predators out here.
Yeah.
Nobody know us. So
Yeah.
if you don't like us, you just a hater.
Yeah, like
and we don't never try. We don't try.
Yeah,
we just find our
you just
people.
gotta be natural, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we'll
I know.
Organic
I love
connection.
it.
yeah. So once we linked with y'all, we was like,
Yeah, and that's what I said too. I'm like, I'm so glad I got with who I did when I did, cause like I'm sensitive. I don't know if I can I don't know if I could be dealing with these other people and then like you having the chance to use me because I'd be out here believing them, and and now I just got people who got my back and we're like, no,
Like, don't try her.
Don't try that, you know.
That's not
And
what
I
you're
coming.
talking about.
Yeah, we were just talking about how like we're all the type to be like, once you're ours, don't play. Like, don't play with mine because it's something.
Come in.
I don't think so. I think y'all hear us. Pause.
Even with the hot house.
Did you ever tell MadiBlocBay how we met?
How we met?
Yeah.
That was wild.
It's almost been a year.
It has been our anniversary.
Let me guess. I bet y'all didn't think y'all was gonna like each other. Did y'all?
I guess not necessarily. We didn't have no expectations.
You know that's a typical woman thing.
Which is wild.
Men
You
don't
gotta
do
tell
that.
The story. You gotta tell the story because it's not a traditional way
Okay,
of
so
meeting
what happened
either.
was like I started pretty much with the IMAs last year. I met Tone at Unimpaired, and I just like reached out, just like how I'd be reaching out to everybody. I was like, "Here's my card, maybe we could work, maybe, you know, whatever." Messaged me real quick and was like, "Hey, be a part of the IMA." So I went over there to vlog because I've been doing YouTube for like 10 years.
Yeah.
And so I just went over there to vlog, was going up to everybody like, "Hey, I'm with this person. Like, who are you? What you doing here?" Type of thing. And so like I seen her at the door, but at the same time. Did it close? I still hear somebody moaning. What the hell?
That's the music from
Oh, okay. Damn, it goes hard.
that's that MadiBlocBay.
I was gonna say. So then, I seen her and I was up in the VIP section and I was just like vlogging, whatever. And she comes to sit right next to me and we just started talking about
next to you.
You did ask me?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember you asking me because I was so excited.
You know how like when I'm working at events, I'm doing energy work, right? So like I was literally just floating the room, and I hadn't been upstairs, and I was like, Nisha decorated. I want to go see what she did. Like this is so beautiful. So I was like, let me go see upstairs.
Hey, she lit with the decoration.
Yes.
She's so good.
Top
She's
tier.
so phenomenal.
Yeah, I fuck with
Shout out to
For real.
Nisha.
I was watching her at R&B night the last
Do her
one.
thing.
I was watching her. Like we was having our meeting. I'm watching her though. Like
Yeah.
damn, she doing like.
Yeah.
And it was
Fire.
clean. Like you see people do stuff that's fast.
Oh,
but
when she put that light,
clean.
the what are those called? The LED
The
lights?
roof lights?
Yeah, when she put that in the balloons for that decoration
Oh
up on
my
the stage, that
gosh.
was fire.
Yeah.
All those pictures
Yes.
were lit. Anything that was that in the background was
It
fire.
was.
You gotta have a hell of an eye. To
Oh,
do
she
that.
does.
Like, all of that is art.
The fashion show, oh my god.
It was beautiful.
Like, she has phenomenal style. I'd be like, girl, just dress me.
That's what I tell her too. I
Yeah,
said, take
like, let me be your mannequin, shoot. Because I'd be like, With I feel like I'm more basic, but it's just more that I'm alternative.
Right.
Like I have a more alternative, like laid back style. But sometimes I want to go all out and be fancy. So I'm just like, yeah. So I'm like, just dress me up, sure.
I think I'm beyond fancy.
You think you're beyond?
Yeah, I don't care. I just put on some clothes.
But you know, for like the IMAs, that's when we need it.
Yeah, no,
so
I'm going to get dressed in.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're going to be addicted to it though. That's the thing. You're going to be ready for red carpet events all the time after
and
that.
I love it because it's like also being a mom shoot. You're just going to see me in a t-shirt and some leggings.
My babies hype me up.
My bun.
When I get dressed up, they're like, "Ma, you look so beautiful. You look so pretty." Like they'll help me figure out my shoes, my accessories. They're so funny.
I need kids like yours. Mine be like, yeah, all right, Dad, you cool.
No, but see, the kids are different with their dads. Because even my kids too, they're different with their dads than they are with the women. They be gassing us up and that, yeah, you all right? Dad, you okay?
You know, as a father, you don't get nothing. Like Father's Day, you don't get nothing.
That's true. We need to celebrate y'all harder.
You get a tie.
I think we do. At least I do. Like I know, like I be gassing up my husband for whatever he does. I'm like, I just love the way that he comes home from work and he's still working on his truck. He comes home from work, still trying to check my car, trying to see what's wrong with the house. And I'm like, I love that. So you have that time to be lazy, and I'm not gonna stop you. Like if I see you laying on the couch because you need it, sure, because I see you working, and it's like I love that, and especially because he lets me. I used to hate that term, but like we allow each other that space that we could do what fits us best.
He allows you to do it.
Yeah, and it wasn't always like that. So I appreciate the hell out of that. Like our evolution. That's freaking wild.
I mean, you gotta grow. Like, who gets in a relationship just to stay the same? Like, I believe arguments is necessary.
Yes, they are, because that's how you find what the issue is too.
I know you changed. Like, you changed and I missed it. If you never say nothing to me, how am I know you changed? Like, you can say, well, you don't spend time with me, and I'm like, well, I work all day. And you're like, okay, but you got this window right here, this 10 minutes that you can give me every day.
Yeah,
well, I can't have that. That argument, as long as we listening, that argument is not a fight.
A discussion.
Right. It's not a fight.
The other day.
But now I know, like, okay, she want this 10 minutes, or he want this 10 minutes out of me. You know, and you know, especially in a marriage, like, you have to make compromises. Like, my grandmother told me,
you gotta make it work.
When you get married, you ain't gonna be happy all the time.
Yeah.
She was like, you gotta be willing to be unhappy. And I was like, man, shit sounds crazy as hell.
Yeah.
But then I thought about it, like, there's gonna be some times that I'm just like, yeah, I'm not feeling that. But it's something that she needs, you know what I'm saying? So I'm
for the individual, like you're two individuals that come together. There's one thing I did hate about when I was going to church. It's like, now when you get married, you become one. I was always like, nah, I'm on my own person. I got my own mind, and he does not think like me.
Right.
Don't put his stuff on me, because we've been through stuff that he did nothing I would condone. Right. You know? And it's like, I remember people were telling me, like, tell him to stop doing this. He don't listen to you. What makes you think he's gonna listen to me?
Right.
Like, hello, you don't think I done tried?
But I mean, there is some things though that you notice you can say to him.
Yeah.
And he's gonna listen.
Yeah.
Like, there's a time that my lady could be like, shut up. And I'm gonna shut up.
With different things, yeah.
There's another time where she can be like, shut up, and like, watch your mouth.
Yeah. That,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
that's so
knowing your person.
But knowing your person. That's what it's about. Just knowing your person. Today, a lot of people don't want to know their person. They want to know.
They want their person to know them.
Right, and they care less.
Reciprocate.
Right, so you gotta have somebody. You gotta have a teammate.
How long you guys been together?
Going on 5 years.
5 years. See, and when we were 5 years in is when I really started to like have a voice, because I never had a male figure in my life. So I was always intimidated whenever he would raise his voice. So what I do, just shrink down. And then to the point where I was getting tired of it. And I remember the first time I yelled at him back, he looked at me. He gave me this look, and I was like, oh, shoot. Never ever was he aggressive or ever has been aggressive. Right. But I just thought in that moment that this was the moment that he was going to do something. But he actually chuckled. He was like, oh, she put her big girl pants on. And ever since then, I was like, you better freaking realize how you're talking to me.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna tell you something. A lot of people don't know. Men, we when we say we simple, that's the truth. Like that's really the truth. But everybody ain't men. You have some males that put on a good show. But, you have to know when to do something and when not to do something. Like I know when it's time for me to listen. I run my household. I'm a king in that castle, but.
They always say the woman's the neck too.
Right. A lot of times I don't move until she say something. I always say I ain't got nothing to say. She run that household.
Yeah.
If the kids come, hey, this, I'll ask your mom. People come over and be like, hey, you guys want to come over? Ask her. You know what I'm saying? But when I bark, when the big dog bark, all the puppies listen. Though.
Yep.
So that's the only thing that matters.
Sometimes I just need to borrow the bark for
Yeah, sometimes.
Like, hey, can you call them real quick?
Mom is different.
Man, look.
Yeah, because like me growing up with a single mom,
I gotta get buck for them to like actually hear me, and I got 3 boys. I cannot play with them.
See, it's just something about that dad voice, man.
Yeah,
I try my best. It don't work. I'm not a dad.
That bass in that chest. My kid's mom. She hated it. You know what I'm saying? Like she was real cool. She's a great mom, but when it would come to the kids, like she could be yelling at them, and I hear her, "Don't look at him," and I'll be like, "Yeah, don't look at me." But they're looking at me like, "What is Dad gonna say?"
Yeah, because they want to see how serious it is.
Because now if I'm like, "Hey, you heard what your mother said," then they know they in trouble. But if she just going off. I leave out the room like
that's what I love. That's what I love is like when the parents can actually come together and be like, what did mom say? You better respect your mom. You better respect your dad. Because I've seen in some of my friends that they've had a partner where they don't back up the mom. And they go on the kid's side and coddle them. And it's like you're making it even harder for her. She's not even a single mom and you're making her be put in that place.
That's why co-parenting, you have to be on one accord. You have to be on one accord. Parenting in general. Have to.
Well,
and if you're not,
you have to be equally yoked.
You got a lot of rules. You got a lot of rules in your house for your kids.
I would say like a balance from like what I've seen with you. Yeah. She has structure. She has the structure.
You gotta have that.
Yeah. You definitely.
Are you a single mom? So yeah, you definitely got it. It's hard. It's definitely you got boys too. It's hard as hell.
15, 9, and 7.
Ooh, 15. You about ready for? I got a bat. It ain't stealing or nothing. Like, it ain't gonna break.
He's literally the best 15-year-old I've ever met in my life. He's such a good dude. Like,
it's because he's the oldest.
You got a lot of rules.
Yeah, I wouldn't say so. I would say it's a very like a balance. Like if I need rules, actually. Yeah, it's just a balance because I have certain rules of like your character,
principles,
your morals. This is how you're not supposed to be as a human being, and this is how like also the safe space of being at home.
But you also have a choice.
What you're gonna choose.
Consequences for your actions.
Like we definitely teach about consequences, and like I let my kids tell me about myself in a certain way, but you better come at me correct.
Yeah, exactly.
And they're still at that young age where they're gonna learn it. Right. And like, don't give me attitude. If you're gonna give me attitude, you're gonna get attitude back.
Right, for sure.
Yeah, because that's how the world.
No, I got 2 rules.
Okay.
That's it. All I have, and most fathers only have 2 rules.
Okay.
And that's do great in school. I don't want you to do good. You have to be exceptional. I don't want mediocre. Don't bring me mediocre.
Okay, I was mediocre.
Yeah, I didn't create
I was under mediocre.
Oh, okay.
So if my child is supposed to be exactly, if you have to be better than me.
Okay.
I graduated with a 3.6. You're not graduating with a 3.6. That's not enough.
Because it's like for you want the next generation to be better, and that's how I want you to be better.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I have that rule. You have to be exceptional in school, and you have to listen to your mother. You have to obey and respect your mother. Now, mom has an array of rules, and you're going to follow every last one of them. I'm going to make sure of it. So whatever her rules are, you're going to follow those rules.
Yeah.
That's my rule. If you break any of her rules, then you didn't respect her. And you didn't obey her rules.
Right. Yeah,
so those are the only 2 rules I have. And if you break either one of them, then Dad's coming. So, and I got real good kids. And they can check me too. It took me a while to get to that.
Yeah, it does. I think it's like a generational like trauma that we have, so we can allow that space because we weren't taught to have that space. Like luckily I was. My mom let us, but my mom was very wishy-washy, so we didn't know when we could. Yeah,
I had to take my space.
yeah, you had to like make yourself be known. Yeah, that's even harder, but that's also why you have the voice you do now. You know, and why you are so loud when you need to be, or else you're not. Like,
but that's what makes moms better, though. You know that?
The nurturing.
Like, yeah, because fathers is just like, do it.
Hold it down and everything.
You know, and kids
Yeah,
be
that's
like,
true.
Yeah, I'm like middle line. Like I'm nurturing to an extent, but I'm also very much so the
but you gotta carry
disciplinarian.
both roles, though.
Yeah.
Even before that, though.
But just think
when I was in my marriage and I had a partner
he wasn't
and all
holding
that.
up his side.
I mean, but he was a disciplinarian.
Yeah.
But I still held my shit down because at the end of the day, you're gonna respect me and you're not.
It's not gonna be because of him.
Right.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
So I definitely had to stand my ground, but that's also part of my personality. I'm a bull, but I like to just cuddle up and not have to use my horns.
Yeah. So I got horns too, right? It's the goat.
Go
for Capricorn.
Oh, I'm a Scorpio, so I'll stay nice.
I got horns. I'm an Aries.
Oh, jeez.
Aries? That's my moon sign. I'm an Aries too. That's what's up. I love that.
I gotta go.
Oh my god.
Alright, I gotta get back over here with the guys. I just had to come see y'all.
Thanks for popping in.
Wait, it's loading.
It's loading.
The applause is loading.
Alright, love y'all.
It's not working.
Hey, we were doing that.
How do you spell that?
What?
Is it G-R-A-W? Gra?
No, it's Y-E-E-U-G-G-G-H-H-H.
Yeah, the word. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Woo! MadiBlocBay. Didn't we have our first guest already? I love that.
I'm gonna finish it out.
Okay. Pause. All right, so this was our first episode of chopping it up. This is what I get for editing.
Chopping it up with
Chappies live, baby, we live. More likely, you're gonna see the visual on my YouTube channel, and you're only gonna be able to comment if you're a member. Which membership is only gonna be like, I think it's like $2 a month. So if you really want to support,
1 times 1 is
it'll be
1.
great because I will use that money in a cycle for podcasting, for traveling, for again a camera, you know, for equipment that I need.
Creative collaboration.
Yeah, sure. Sometimes we can have a mukbang on here, and we'll use
get
that
it.
for
That's
food.
our next one.
Yeah. You can hear the ASMR.
Oh my god, that sounded so bad in my ear.
The macaroni. Alright, so you try first. Love y'all, and we're gonna be healing.
Chopping it up with Chapis. Right out.